All right, last night, game 4. There's some people that believe a game 3 is a swing game. Some people believe a game 4 is a swing game. There were a lot of people, and I happen to agree, whoever won last night's game would win the series. OKC, heavy favorite coming into the series. Hey, the Pacers, resilient. They are very well coached. Rick Carlisle, as a person who 52 years of my life lived in Detroit, very familiar with Rick Carlisle, as he used to be a coach of the Detroit Pistons. Basically, he's unsung, to be honest with you. He's underrated. He's done a lot of great things over his career, and he's doing it now with Indiana. And he's got them in the finals, 2-2. Hey, if you're an Indiana fan and you started at the beginning of the year and you said, hey, if I could sign up right now to be in the finals against the OKC Thunder with arguably the best player in basketball in Shea, would you sign up for that? Of course you would, right? 2-2 going back to OKC. So it's best 2 out of 3, and OKC regains their home court advantage. So last night I was on X and I said there was no way I could see Indiana winning the game. I said the Thunder would win by 6. They won by 7, 111-104. So I was pretty much smack dab on that. And there's a number of reasons why. Obviously, they're very, very talented, as you can see on the screen there. 54 double-digit wins over the season, 68 and 14 total for the season. So obviously, they're a very good team. That's not a secret. So look at the guy here, number 0, and I'm going to focus in on him again. Sorry, I got to do it. And, people say, I'm trolling, I'm hating, I'm all of this, I'm all of that. The bottom line is what the bottom line is, folks. He's an every other game kind of guy. The Indiana Pacers need him to step up and take control of the game in, game out, every single second of every single minute that he's on the floor. That does not mean shoot the ball 40 times a game. That's not what I'm saying. He shot 15, I need to double check, 1 for 7 from three-point land. He had 15 shots total, 7 of which were three-pointers. Why Tyrese Halliburton? Are you shooting 7 three-pointers? That is not the basis of your game. It isn't the framework of your game. Sure, if you're wide open and an opportunity presents itself and you hit it, I got it. He's made a couple of three-point shots this season to win a game. That does not mean you stand there and you take them. You have the ability to put the ball on the floor. You have the ability to get to the rack and get others involved if everybody collapses on you, which is likely to happen. His assists per game is obviously where it is, and that's good. But he does not yet know how to take over a game, folks. And until that happens, and I don't think it's going to happen in this series, Indiana's not going to win this series, point blank, period. And as far as his future goes, until he learns how to do that, he's not going to continue to rise up. Obviously, he's taken a big step this year. But a lot of people call him a superstar, and I don't agree with that. And reasons why are proof. It isn't my opinion. You could just look basically every other game. He is hard to find. He'll go a first quarter. He doesn't impose his will on the game. Yeah, you want to get others involved. Nembhard and Siakam and Nesmith. And there's a lot of guys. Miles Turner. I get it. You want to have a lot of people involved. But when it comes to this time of the year, there has to be that guy that can step up like a Shea and get you what you need when you need it. And you're just going to clear out in those moments, and you're just going to take it over. He's not there yet, folks. And people like Dan Dockich and other people out there, I just don't get it. All respect to Dan, has a decorated basketball background. But I'm telling you, folks, it is hurting them, absolutely hurting them. Now, he might come out in game 5 now and turn it around again and go 28 and 11. That's where he should basically be almost every game. He's got to be north of 23, 24 points. This 17, 18, it doesn't get it done, folks. And 1 for 7 is just dreadful. Bro, you're not Caitlin Clark. You want to hug. You want to be friends with her after the game. You're both in Indiana, right? She is who she is, and you're in the finals. I get it. Play your game, and it's not shooting three-pointers. Slash, get to the rack, draw fouls, go to the line, get other people involved, and make your mark on the game. Heard him talk the other day, and he says, I'm going to go back and I'm going to review film, and I'm going to talk with the coaches and see where I can improve. Where you can improve, buddy, is getting involved all the time. Not just in certain moments when you feel like pressing the gas, you go press the gas, and that everybody goes crazy and jumps on the Haley bandwagon. You're not there. Just point blank, you're not there. You've got a lot of room to grow, and it's a maturity thing with you. And you're not first year, 2-3 years in the league. I think this is what, 6? And it's not even your first team, it's your second. So you want to be the man, you have to step up when the man is supposed to step up, and you're just not doing it on a consistent basis. You're doing it in moments, in pockets, in certain periods of time. But you're in the finals. Wake the hell up. You are in the finals, and every moment you're on the floor. And I think he played 11 minutes of the first quarter yesterday, and he exited out with his first break with 3 points. Can't happen. Michael Jordan made this very clear many years ago. It is not hard to average 20 points in the NBA. It is 2 buckets, two field goals, and a free throw per quarter. 5 per quarter times 4 quarters is 20 points. It's not that difficult. But there is a mental collapse for some of these guys. They don't understand. There's a Lego building block mentality that you need to have when you're supposed to be the man, and you have to target those. How do I get to 5? How do I get to 6 points a quarter without, let's say, taking away from your team? There is a way to do that. There's a way for a guy with that much talent to get his and let it be stackable over the course of a game. Next thing you know, you're at 12-13 at half. And then you got a full 2 quarters to come back at it. You're basically going to play 10 straight minutes in the third quarter. Taking it, in college, we talk about people who have coached and people who follow basketball understand you do it in 4-minute runs, right? Because you have the 4-minute timeout at 12, 8, 4, and of course, halftime. It's much like that in a quarter. You know how much you're going to play. The rotation is set. So factor that in, Tyrese. So OKC going back home. I'm gonna say it right now without even studying the game and some of the elements of it for Game 5. I'll say it right now. I don't see Indiana winning Game 5. If they have a chance to win another game, it'll be back at home in Game 6 and then go back to OKC in Game 7. I just don't see it, and it's because of him. I'm sorry. It's a team, and they got a lot of guys. That's one of the things that makes them so successful because he can't always carry them. He's just not capable. But, guy, if you look on the screen there, you see 43, Siakam. I think the whole team is basically focused and centered around him. He's really the guy for them. It isn't Halliburton. Honestly, it isn't. Siakam has got a motor that doesn't stop, and he's going to just get up and down. He's going to get up in your face. He's going to get physical. He's going to be aggressive, max effort all the time. And that's a CBA guy, CBA. Listen to me. That's a G League guy that came up and wasn't expected, and then to the Raptors, and then moved around, and now he just wants it more. Can agree, disagree. That's my take on that, and it pains me to see that. All right, so relative to last night's game, let me pop this up here. The free throw disparity. I want you to look at this. And let me see if I'll get that in a larger screen here. One sec. All right, there we go. So the free throw disparity here, you'll look at on the left is OKC's 34-38 for 89.5%. To the right there, look at the free throws, 25 of 33 for 75.8% for Indiana. OKC +4 in free throw points. Now, I'll get to this more in a minute of why free throws is so important to me and why it's always hidden, and people don't realize it because this game has become how many three-pointers can you shoot? How many three-pointers can you make? Can you get a 3 versus the other team's 2? It's absolute, it really kind of gives me a stomach ache. But if you look here on the screen, you'll see Shea, 10 for 10. Jalen Williams, let me pop that back up full screen. Jalen Williams, 11 for 11. Shea, 10 for 10. Chet Holmgren, 6 for 6. Slide over to the right. You'll see Miles Turner did his job, and Halliburton, 6 for 6, and Halliburton, 3 for 3. Tyrese Halliburton, you cannot have 3 free throw attempts in a game. 7 for 15, so he's basically right on the 50% mark, a little bit under. That's actually, very good. 1.7 or 1 for 7 on 3-pointers. That's obviously not very good. And then your 3 for 3 free throws. You can't have 3 free throws, Tyrese. People say Shea's a flopper and he does this and that and this and that. He's 50% from the field overall. 1 for 4, not very good. 25% from 3, but then 10 for 10 from the line. That's 100%. Between their 2 top scorers, Williams and Shea, they are 21 of 21. That is not something that you can overlook at all. It's hidden points. They won by 7, 4 of which the difference is right there. But it is the intent. It's the mentality. It's I'm going to get to the line and I'm going to convert on my free throws. And Shea understands that. And Michael understood that. And Kobe understood that. There's a lot of superstars over the years that understood how it's a mentality. How do I get to the line? I'll show you in a moment. You can see on the left side of the screen there, the do's and don'ts of free throws. I'll pull the graphic up in a minute. Not free, but earned. You see up at the top part. Free throws, this is a terrible name. They're not free. They're earned. Just because you're standing at the line and you're not being defended and there's no one in front of you doesn't mean it's free. You got there because you earned it. And the mentality needs to be as such. You need to earn the right to get to the free throw line to shoot that ball without somebody there guarding you. So again, mentality, 100% mentality all the way.